Oh, and we're live again. I don't often go live. It is after midday, probably 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock, something like that. Which means I'm completely out of kilter from any kind of following, so I doubt I'll get anyone watching, but I'm back and I've not been very well at all for the last week and ongoing. I had really bad guts. I think there was a bug going round. I've heard it was norovirus. I don't know what it was, but I've literally had diarrhea for about 5 or 6 days and it's still ongoing. I'm just less uncomfortable, but then again, I've had bad guts for years and years and years, but this was the worst I've ever had it. Anyway, hoping that I'm on the mend now. We're in the garden now with Furrmium. As I said, I've not been very well. I only just started to pull out of it, and I'm not even sure if I really am. But yeah, the greenhouse is finally in. I'm going to swing it round and it's not going to be far away enough. Got lots of work to do. Hello, DJ is live. It's Jonathan here. I'm looking at myself. So I've got the tripod as well. The new greenhouse is up and we're probably going to do a quick look at it, and then maybe I'll move and shift some bits about, and then I might sit inside the greenhouse for a chill with Furrmium. I've finally got the cat bicky tin. Oh, he's around here somewhere. Anyway, gonna swing it round and we'll take a look. It's finally finished. That doesn't actually look too bad. I was expecting it to be up against the glass, but it isn't. And as you can see, here's the tripod, my pretty much professional tripod that someone dumped, and I thought, oh, I'll have that. So I'll be using that later. And there it is. A completed greenhouse. And I've already had the disturbance, so I don't need to get upset about disturbances because it's already happened when I got here. Oh, they finished the work and then they dropped the keys into Linda's. So they didn't even put it in my front door, they put it into Linda's door. So I had to get the keys later. And of course it's taken 2 days to come down here because of my late working. Well, I don't work, but what I'm saying is I can't achieve nothing until later in the day. And then by then it's too dark to do anything. Here comes Furrmium. Hopefully he'll stay around here. I have had reports of mecatee or bass in the area while I'm not about, but well, we'll have to see. Guttering. You can see there's 2 sections of glass here that empty into this guttering, and then we got the downpipe that goes right to the bottom. It's the same the other side, and I've already noticed something wrong. I don't know what all this stuff is on the floor. It's the same the other side. There's a window vent there. This should be covered up, and it's not. That should be covered up. There's a load of plastic left. Maybe I can do it myself, but this should be covered up. We had a bit of an issue in that there wasn't there was a piece missing. We were missing this piece here, and we had to delay the build until this missing internal piece was back. Furrmium's the other side of the fence now. I wonder if this can even be sorted out. This seems to be the right length. It might take some hammering, I think. It's basically like a wren. It's basically like a a build kit. That's how it's worked out. Not a small amount of separate pieces, a large amount. So it's basically like a build kit. What's going on here? Honestly, it looks like another piece missing. Yeah, there's one here. So there's one here missing as well. I don't know what's going on. Two pieces of this stuff missing. No, three. Oh, fucking hell. Four. So you still can't get people to do the job properly. It's just not possible. So I'm going to have to try and do that myself. I wish I didn't have to, but oh well. There's my boy, Furrmium Ludwig Stormerson. And you've not seen him quite as much as you have the mother. And let's try and get into this thing. This is the first time I've unlocked it and been in, although I have stood on this surface before. There we're in. It would have been nice if they'd have cleaned it out before they left it, but well, he's in. Is there anything missing internally? Doesn't look like it. I think it's all external pieces that have been missed. It's up, finally. I don't know how I'm supposed to control this thing. There's one there, a window vent. There's another one there. And we've got louvers here as well at the back. Oh. And I have to say, I'm not entirely convinced on the quality on some of these joints. They're a little bit on the bent side, and the glass does sort of look slightly precarious at times. I should probably leave these open for a bit of ventilation, to be honest. I'll check these over as well. So we've got louvers down there. Oh. And as promised, Bicky tin. Oh. And now I've got to open this up with one hand and a foot. And he's gone. I knew that would happen. Oh, yeah. I've got some of this material left behind. Rubber. That's unusual. We've got these as well. We've got these. I'm pretty sure they're not needed. I thought there was extra. They don't go at the top. So we've actually got extras of these. Whole. You know what, that could actually turn out to be, I don't know, it's not exactly 90 degrees, is it? Or is it? Could make shelf of some kind, that. You know, that's not impossible. Might be able to use them. But I've got to clean and sweep up in here. If I've got more than two, lovely. I've got three. So it's exactly the same amount as the ones that are in here, but extra. I don't know if they intended on extra. But that could be useful. And we've got a lot of window rubber as well. Look at all this greenhouse window rubber left over. We've got water down pipe, and I'm not even sure that it's actually been done at the back. I'm going to have to take a look, but it's not going to be as easy to tell which end is blocked. Oh. No, they couldn't even get behind there to actually put the pipe in, I don't think. This piece of wood is here for some reason, which should be on top of one of the fences. Oh, great. But is the other end blocked off? There's Mumsy's phone there. It was running. This is the problem, I can't tell if that's bunged up or not. Oh, here we are, look. There is actually a pipe there. There is actually a pipe there. Problem is the other side isn't blocked, and so I'm going to have to block that myself. Oh, let's see if we can get Furrmium some bickies. Nom 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 nom. Furrmium! Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. There you go. I did actually have esmeflurine here a couple of nights because I just felt so ill that I couldn't leave the old flat at the time. So I literally had esmeflurine here with Furrmium, and they seem to get in all right. Normally it's vice versa. Ugh. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how this shit works, to be honest. Nor do I think I want to figure out how. And it just doesn't sound brilliant, does it? It's up, but it's a replacement. It'll keep me and the cat dry, and it will grow stuff. But I have a niggling feeling about quality, and it was a fuck ton of money. It really was, to do all the base and get the greenhouse and have it installed. It's actually a stupid amount of money. Ugh. He won't leave food, he's not like that. Yeah, so I hope that this stuff can just be easily knocked on. I really do. Because this shouldn't have been left like it. And we've got all this fucking glass here, and I don't want to be smashing any glass. Maybe it's just the point they tried to do it themselves and couldn't, and left it. And this is a longer one, so the part should be here, but it looks like I've got to fucking do it myself, and I'd rather not. But it seems to be either side. And this one on the front, hopefully the one on the front will be easy. Well, I'll have to see. It's a shame that I have to try and do the finishing touches myself, but oh well. Furrmium's found a chair. And as you can see, 9 is trapped. Ugh. And the quote. My mind is spent, my bones weaken, my muscles tire, leave me to my throne. By Golai or Golem 2001. Well, he's given it the once over, although it's not much of a sniffer. Eh? Oh, but yeah, I think I'm probably gonna, don't know. Well, these plant pots were. What I need is a broom, to be honest. I did have a load of plant pots that were in the greenhouse that were meant to stay there. Where they went, is that them? That might be some of them, but it's not all of them. There's a lot of stuff to be shifted about. Found this down the back, so one of the workmen left his jacket, sight, jacket, left his jacket behind. Oh, might be able to slowly dry it out in here, I suppose. I don't know how or what to hang it from. I might just have to take it upstairs. It's actually really heavy, that it's wet. I might have to take it upstairs. I think I'm going to have to plant another tree here, because I can see it from over there, the other side of the road. It's pretty big. It's pretty big. So I'm gonna have to put another tree here to try and mask it. It's gonna have to be around here. So I need to sort all this shit out, make some space, and then try and dig a hole for a tree. Right, I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put the phone on the tripod, and I'm gonna try and do a few little bits out in the garden. See, there's some strawberries there, and we've got the little hornbeams. I will have to try and sort out these pieces somehow. They are on, but you can tell that it's just, there's so many multiple pieces, multiple pieces. It's just as well it's aluminium, really. But look at that, honestly, I can literally get my finger through the hole. Look, I'm inside the greenhouse now. I literally got my finger through the hole and inside the greenhouse. Even with all the money you spend, it's not gonna be A1 perfect, it seems. Maybe I can fill these gaps in somehow. I don't know how, but... Hello, mate. G'day, mate. Ah, yes, you caught me live. The new greenhouse is finally up, so you're lucky. Furrmium is here. G'day, mate. The new greenhouse is up. I'm mainly happy with it. But I've noticed that there are a few little bits that haven't been finalised, and I might have to try and sort it out myself. Little bits that should have been installed, or they gave up doing it. But great to have you here, mate. Right, yeah, that's Furrmium's Bicky tin. I said I was going to put a Bicky tin in, and I have. But yeah, I was just about to put the phone on the tripod and shift a few bits around, but I haven't eaten yet, so we'll have to see how long. Alright, Phil. Yeah, I think I remember now. Phil. Yeah, I think I remember Billy saying, yeah, well, I'm Jonathan, obviously. Yeah, I've not eaten yet. There's still a lot of rubbish that needs moving about. I did make a bird bath. I had a load of pebbles in there. The pebbles disappeared. I think they used them for the concrete. Cheeky. So I'm gonna put this on the tripod now, and I'm gonna try and move a few bits in. I think these two apple trees, well, apple tree and a plum tree, I'm gonna put them inside the greenhouse for now, and try and find the plant pots, because I seem to have lost the plant pots. So let's try and set this up without actually turning it off, because I've got a bad habit of turning things off by accident. There you go. I'm not sure if it's level. Try this, shall we? It's actually my late mother's phone. Hopefully it'll tell me on this phone that I'm actually live. Problem is the Wi-Fi's disappeared again. Sod's law, innit? We live in a Stone Age world, mate, a Stone Age world. I thought this might make things easier, but I can't get the Wi-Fi to work. And we're on. Right, let's see if I actually pop up on Mum's phone. Very slow. Might not work at all, to be honest. I was hoping it would work. Hello, looks like we've got an extra watching. Let's see if I can prop up. Here we go. So I'm actually watching myself now. Oh, okay. Right, let's see if we can move some bits around. The wife reckons it looks great. It's big enough. I won't have any issues with height, that's for certain. Let me know if I'm doubling up in sound. I hope not, because that one's doing the recording. I'm going to move this. What is this? Plum tree, Avalon. So I'm going to move this into the greenhouse for now. I can see comments now, which is good. I can see comments now. And this apple tree, put this in there as well. They've eventually got to go over the allotment. I've just got to find where all these plant pots are. I think this is some of them. Or are we out of focus? I'm not sure if we're out of focus. Are we out of focus? I'm not sure if we're out of focus. It looks alright to me, but Mumsy's old phone says otherwise. It shows it blurry. Right. Just wish I had a broom. Would have been nice if I had a broom, to be honest. So Phil says it's clear, which is good. The allotment, to be honest, from the old flat and the gaff is pretty much the same distance. I'm saying it's about half a mile, something like that. I'm pretty sure it's like about half a mile. Yeah. We've got V's, and they need cleaning up really, and they come from the tram system in my town. They need a good scrub up though. I might be able to temporarily hang them up in the greenhouse. At least it gets them out of this area. And another one which is temporary speed restriction of 20 kilometers an hour. I would have said that is. They come off the tram system. I mean, if I was well enough, it would be walking distance, but I mean, I could walk it. I mean, sometimes I have done with the cargo buggy. I've had my cargo buggy, and I've had loads. I've walked it to the allotment, fruit and veg patch. Not that I grow much veg there anymore, but yeah, mainly soft fruit and fruit trees. But normally I'd get the bus there, to be honest, because I've got Freedom Pass, so I'd take the bus. So we've got this too now. This has been around at the old flat garden for a number of years, and it's basically a steel stand. A planter. It is actually a planter of some description, like a dish. It's concave. There is actually draining holes in it now, so if it can be used for something, maybe some alpine plants or something. Might be able to put it somewhere. A couple of hanging baskets. But a lot of this stuff is probably going to have to be sorted out, even thrown out, because I'm not going to want a lot of it. I need to maximise enough space as much as possible really, so that I can start probably working in the area. And I need to figure out what's happening with this section. I've got a square bed and two sort of cheese-shaped beds either side, and I need to figure out what I'm doing here. A lot of it is going to be sorting pots out. I don't think I'll be sorting pots out today somehow. I thought maybe I'd have a bit more to move into the greenhouse, but I don't really. And there's the actual documentation for the greenhouse. Well, supposedly how to construct it. So there's the actual booklet. It's been through the mill now. Robinson's Ranby, so it's actually supposed to be a Victorian style of a greenhouse. The only thing is it hasn't got all the spiky crap on the top. I said that I didn't want all the spiky stuff on the top. Or maybe it's actually got the schematics for various of... It could be multiple ones in here, because there's more than one different one on the front. But I don't think that this is needed anymore, to be honest. What? See if I can drag the cat back. My little Furrmium Ludwig Stormerson, son of the storm. That's what he is. It's Icelandic Stormerson, the son of the storm, because he was born during the storm, weren't you, mate? Yeah. Cuddly boy. It's actually got a crack in it, that one. Not here. Oh. That was full of dirty, grimy water, that. We've actually got 3 extra sections of this bracket. They're inside the greenhouse, so they're surplus to requirements. They might make a good shelf, something like that. That's probably an idea, actually. Might be able to use them for something like a shelf. box. Move this Victorian window in, try and get it dry again. If I can dry this out, might be able to give it another clean and another coat of paint. And who knows, might be able to use it somewhere. It's quite nice. I don't think there's any chance of it rotting. Might be able to make a frame or a screen out of it, a light screen. Yeah, we don't have much in the way of sunlight in the UK now these days, I'm afraid, Phil. I wouldn't be surprised if you had more like a polytunnel, that kind of thing. We have polytunnels here as well, but mainly for sheltered fruit and veg growing, mainly vegetables, I think, or salad crop or something like that. But this is a very more British design, to be honest. It's a poly design. Let's see what I can do then. That's rather more dented up than it was before, I have to say. I'm not sure if it was upstairs or not. It might have been. Well, at least we know the small water butt is now full. I've just noticed it, and it's rather precariously leaning as well. At least we know the small water butt is now full. Yeah, I thought it would be polytunnels where you are, definitely. See, I still need to get into that left-hand corner. I need to get into that left-hand corner and empty all the crap out of that. Just, I need rubbish pickups. I need more rubbish pickups. There's the boy. Right, this can't stay here. It will go somewhere eventually. God, I can hear myself from the distance. I really do sound autistic, don't I? Jumbo bag. I just have to stuff that in the tyres. There you go, at least that's out of the way. I also came by these old chimney pots, terracotta chimney pots. They came off of a yellow skip down by Gaff Road, and I thought after about a week they would have gone, and I didn't get the chance to check them out. And then eventually I did go back, and blow me down, they were still there, so I managed to get 3 chimney pots. So I literally got 3 chimney pots there. Yeah, very autistic, yeah. Oh, I do wonder whether I should move the lavender and the other herbs into the greenhouse for now, so that way I can put these chimney pots either side here. Now, earlier in the season when I got it, I potted it up, and this lavender was supposed to flower, but it didn't. It aborted the flowers, and then I picked them off, and then I added some more topsoil and some chalk from the quarry in Warlingham, Tythe Pit Shore Lane. So it's just time really waiting for it to strengthen up a bit, but it seems to be doing alright now, and with any luck next year this will romp away nicely. Marjoram and oregano, as you can see, that this is desperate for a cutback. It needs cutting back. There's a lot of dead woody stuff on it. I have to say the marjoram looks a bit healthier, but again it's got a lot of dead material on it that needs removing. It could probably be done by hand, although I prefer to use secateurs, I think. There may be some WD-40, but it'll probably be in the shed, I think. Maybe I'll just use a smaller pair. Try and clean this up. Many thanks to Billy Sherman, Wild Warrior Bill, for inspiring me to at least consider and think about doing outdoor videos like this. The new greenhouse is part of that, really, but also from earlier on, Diane Horn, always detecting Council Bluffs, Iowa as well. I don't know whether you've heard of Diane Horn, another very early watch of mine. Diane and Dirty Face Digger. And at the time as well, Deep Digger Dan. Although we don't really see Deep Digger Dan or Deep Fried Dan anymore. He's Travel Trolls TV. Of which I have not seen do a live video in a long time, and I'm actually a mod on Travel Trolls TV. Piece of chalk. Well, that's that done. That should be good and clean till next year, I think. And then that'll just, with any luck, come up nice and fresh. Marjoram, oregano. And I have actually got some spearmint somewhere as well. Back at the gaff I've got a big metal pot with spearmint in, so I'll have to bring that down as well. These are heavy. Probably do some sharp sand down these cracks, because there's some open cracks there and I think they need filling in. And I think sand will probably be the best idea. I'd like to utilise them, but the thing is, where this water pipe comes down, it's just going to be swimming in water basically, so I'm going to have to literally find something that's equal to the size of the base of that and flat, and raise it off the ground. I've got things that I can raise it off the ground with, but I don't fancy filling it up with soil and then it just running out the bottom of the pot. I mean, these are frost tolerant, they've lasted since the Victorian era in Harrington Road, but if I was to put soil and water in that, it may not be the same, it may break up. But for now, I'm going to put them either side. Yeah, I think Diane Horn is always detecting. It's something like always detecting. And she lives in Iowa in the US, Council Bluffs, or well, in that area in the US. And she's got ties to Nebraska and Indian Hills. But yeah, it's always detecting. I think it's all in one word, I'm not sure. So these are old heater bricks, these are old fire bricks, that's why they're so dense and they're so heavy. Oh! I am actually considering putting a grape at the end, maybe a white grape. Have to see at that other end of the greenhouse. And maybe I can squeeze a rhubarb in as well, that would be nice. Squeeze a rhubarb in. I will figure out what to do with these terracotta chimney pots. I will find a use for them. But the priority is going to be getting rid of rubbish, removing as much crap that I don't want as possible, and when I have the space, then I can start planning what I'm doing out here. But I think that this is all going to just be wood chip, Christmas tree shredding, something like that. I don't really see the feasibility of having too much grass here, to be honest, when I can just have deep mulch that I can walk on. And the worms love that stuff anyway, because if it gets far too wet for the worms, they start coming up to the surface. And when they're on top of grass or they end up on top of concrete, it's just better to have a deeper substrate for the worms to escape to. And over the years, many years, all that wood chip and organic matter gets broken down by mini beasts and all the fungi, and it ends up turning into compost itself anyway, so you just keep adding to it. And that's what the curved path is outside the gate there. It's just a build up of three levels of bricks and then just a load of wood chip. And I'm probably just going to have that all the way through here, unless I'll put bricks down just in that small section. I do have bricks, but I don't know if they're suitable, to be honest. I think the truth is that we all inspire each other, not just Billy inspires me or I've inspired him too, because I got him tree planting. But various people, I've had a few people contact me and told me that I've got them to go out and work in the garden more, or I've inspired them, and I find that very unusual, almost an honour, because I didn't expect someone like me to be that much of an influence on people to do this kind of thing or get back into nature. I mean, I've always been a green man. I was born in 1978, straight onto an allotment. So I literally grew up from a baby on an allotment site, and all the food we had was fruit was fresh, and the vegetable was all homegrown, it was all fresh fruit and veg. And now it's completely the fucking opposite. The food quality is so poor in the world. I mean, I'm not going to be able to grow much here except maybe some peppers and tomatoes, and we'll have to see what can fit in, but I'm not going to be able to feed myself. But it's going to be a very small chip in the right direction, let's put it that way. I'll probably put this in there as well. I did have more timbers. Looks like they've gone. I did get some old timbers. Well, it looks like they've walked. I had about 6 of them. And they are old, probably 1860s or 70s. And I was going to put them in the greenhouse and dry them off and use them, but it looks like they're gone. They were here. So I don't know what happened to them. They were full of old nails. Yeah. That's a shame. Yeah, I've lost about 6 pieces of timber. I don't know why, but they've vanished. Weird. Oh, I suppose now I've got to find my door key. Things are so easily lost. There you go. See if I can get into this shed. Look at that old beauty. But it leaks like a fucking sieve. Look at that. That is a nice old lamp, that. A really nice old lamp. That is very, very old school lamp. Very nice indeed. Not been anything in there in a long time. One of me graffiti paints and 9 paint. I think I'm probably gonna end it soon because I haven't eaten. There's not really much more I can do. Not until I've done a lot more clearance. I can't really do a lot more till clearance has happened, to be honest. Oh. What I need really is a small rubber mallet if I have to do these final strips myself. I'm going to have to get some kind of small rubber mallet. But yeah, it's a slightly leaky greenhouse, is all I can say. There's a few holes for some reason. Well, I did hang peanuts up and fat ball for the birds much earlier and they just never got touched. So there's that peanut feeder there swinging away and it just never got touched, and the bird fat ball exactly the same. But then again, there's so little wildlife left in UK now for all the pollution and everything else in the air. Hopefully I can slowly turn the tide in this garden, try and encourage a little bit more bird life. We'll have to see. I did put a bird box up on the crabapple tree on the green. Let's see if that gets used. Oh, might as well put the strawberries in there while I'm at it. And these are the hornbeam trees that I saved and I potted them up. They seem to have done alright. Oh yeah, I've got what's his name, you know, bonsai. I created a bonsai out of an earlier one. might be an idea to get that, put that in the greenhouse. There's actually quite a bit of nettle in there as well. Okay, Phil, take care, mate. Thanks for stopping by. It's great to have you here. Thanks for checking me and the greenhouse out. A few little bits that need work. I've got to get food myself. I haven't eaten yet, so I've got to get active, get food. And I've got to get the little shit indoors, so thanks for stopping by, Phil. I actually use the stinging nettles in herbal teas as well, which is quite interesting. And we've got Herb Robert in here as well, which is part of the geranium family. I'll get rid of that smaller one, but this is actually the older hornbeam that I started to bonsai. Turn it into a bonsai plant, or in that format. And I'll be able to put that up on feet. Because I've got these chopped pieces of brick, and I can rest them on these chopped bits of brick. Yeah. Hornbeam, and it's doing quite well. It's been in there a couple of years now, or a year, over a year, 2 years. Yeah. So I get the rest of these peanuts out. Also, I've got some pelargoniums out the front, and I know that the cold will kill them. So I've got to dig up them pelargoniums and put them into plastic pots, and they'll probably go in the greenhouse as well, I think. And I think that is about it. As much as I'd love to stick in the garden, I'd love to just sit here and chill and have a drink, you know, and maybe keep a night chat. But I know I've got to get active, and I've got to get something to eat. I've got to get some lunch. But it's up. The new greenhouse is up. Let's hope that I can utilise it properly. But I have a few little bits that need to be sorted out. Annoyingly, they've not been able to do a few little bits. On the greenhouse we've got 4 pieces that are missing and need putting on somehow. Anyway, I think I'm gonna call it there now. Thanks for those that have turned up to take a look at the highly anticipated greenhouse, which has some small issues, but I mean, it's still cost an absolute packet. But it's done. It was needed, and it's done, and it's on a proper base. But I might have to do some minor filling. I don't know how I'm going to do it. If it is possible to get some kind of expanding foam, I might have to literally put expanding foam in these little areas and then try and shave it off from the inside. Because that is going to let warmth out and cold in. So, right, I think we're going to end it there. I've got to find and grab the cat and put him indoors. So. Thanks everyone for joining.
Take it upstairs.